Good afternoon, everybody. Joe from Mania. How's everybody doing? As we await the start of the Packers-Bears game, play-by-play with George in a couple of minutes. I just wanted to come on and say hello, see how is everybody doing, and getting ready again for the game. Just a little side note, everyone. As you know, right after the game at 8 p.m., we will have we usually do a roundup, but this is going to be the start of the winter meetings. And it's a winter meetings preview. Also, the Veterans Committee are going to announce, will Don Mattingly get in there tonight, everyone? We'll keep our fingers crossed for the Yankees, for Don Mattingly. And that would be really cool. Hopefully he'll get in there, and maybe who knows? They'll have a nice Don Mattingly day for Donnie Baseball in the Bronx this year, so that would be nice. And like I said, a lot of stuff happening. So we're going to do the 4:25 game with the Packers and the Bears, and then we're going to come on at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. with the what we're calling the start of the winter meeting talks. Then we'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., and we're going to have two guests on our show. Actually, 9:30. I'm sorry, my bad. Tomorrow we're going to go on at 9:30, and we're going to have former Major League pitcher David Edesma on, and we're also going to have former Tampa Bay Ray catcher Sean Riggins on, apropos with the baseball winter meetings starting up tomorrow morning. So having baseball, and we'll be asking him questions about what it's like to be around the winter meetings at that point and all of that. So a lot of that will take place. All of that. So it's great to have two ex-baseball players tomorrow, one a catcher, one a pitcher. And then, of course, we'll continue with some winter meeting baseball. We will give you the schedule. It's actually open-end schedule, guys. We're going to be on. We're going to, we take a break later on or something. But you will know everything that's going on. I promise you won't miss a lick. You will not miss anything on the winter meetings. Again, if the Yankees do anything late this afternoon, don't worry, you'll know about it. As soon as there's a stop and play, we will come on. I'll write it in the notes. Guys, you could communicate with George if you'd like. Just have patience. He's just not going to stop the play-by-play. But in between the play-by-play, he will definitely, without a doubt, answer your questions or anything. So please, please subscribe to the channel. Definitely press the like button. George is a good play-by-play man. Also, tomorrow night, we're going to have the Philadelphia Eagles with Evan on tomorrow. And the special halftime guest is going to be Monty Schneider. If you don't know who Monty Schneider is, Monty, her grandfather owned the Philadelphia Eagles. Monty is a book writer. She's got a lot of talents, and she does have a surprise thing that's coming out, something with the Yankees. So it's something else to look forward to. So that's that's something that you guys should be ready for also. So Mania is excellent. Teams up with Evan, and probably Nitin from Sports Rush will be on also to talk with them and give you scoreboard updates and stuff like that. So, but our man George will be, like I said, coming up in a couple of minutes. So we'll be waiting for that as game time is slowly approaching, and I hope everybody will enjoy the game. I'm sure you will. George does an excellent job, and we will, we'll take you to that in just a couple of minutes. Remember, like I said, everyone, we will be in touch with all the news that's out. Anything Yankees you're going to know. Don't worry about it. Hey, Bryce, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I hope you'll be. Hey, how you doing? Michael is in the house. Hi, Michael. The play-by-play will be coming up shortly here on NY Yankee Mania with George. So we're going to be. Hi, Benji. How's it going? Bryce again. Jake, how's it going? A couple of fast Yankee notes. Cashman better get his act together and start making moves. Yep. I'll be there later, Joe. Don't worry. I know you will, Bryce. If you want to come up, email me and leave me a number. I'll give you a call. We'll talk. Maybe not even for today, but for tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday. If you want to come up, Bryce, I trust your judgment. I do want to talk to you. You've been an excellent addition to our staff here. So, I kind of feel like you're on staff. So, text me, joeyanks28@gmail.com, joeyanks28@gmail.com, so that, you will definitely, without a doubt, we'll get heard, and you are master of information for us. So I appreciate it. Benj, how you doing? How's everybody doing in the chat as we getting ready for the play-by-play of the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears? We're just waiting for George to get himself situated and ready. And but thank you, guys. And again, have patience. Keep your fingers crossed that tonight will be the announcement for Don Mattingly to get into the Hall of Fame. That would be really, really cool. We'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Going to be some news tonight expected. Pick up at 6 when everyone in personnel is there. Yep. Bryce, we'll definitely see. At this point, Joe, I would consider getting Bellinger, EMI, a success. And that said, I have to say, laugh out loud, very low expectations for this team. Well, we'll see, man. Well, we'll definitely see. I don't know. It's all taking place. Michael, we're trying to find out. I put out a couple of word. If Cashman isn't there, he'd probably be there sometime later tonight. But we shall see. We'll take it from there. Let's just wait and see and all that. So, guys, just hold on. We will be back in a couple of minutes as we get ready for this game. And George is ready and willing. So I'm going to say adios. I'm going to be in the chat, guys. If anything develops, I will let you know. So let's hand it off to George for the play-by-play of the Packers versus the Bears.
All right. Hey, Joe.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And take it away, my friend. Have a good one. And if there's any Yankee news, we will be on it. No worries.
Sounds good.
Take it away, man.
All righty. Well, Bears have it just short of their 30. Williams takes it, hands it off to Swift, who gets a few yards. First play of the game is underway. Out here in Green Bay, Lambeau Field. How we doing? Chat, Bryce, Michael, Jake. Who else can I see? Benji. How's everybody doing? Yeah, between breaks of action, guys, we're definitely throw up some Yankee talk. I got you guys. 2nd and 3 for the Bears. Komet in motion. Williams under center. Behind him is Kamanungai, stud tight rookie receiver. Williams throwing overshoots his man. looking for Odunze. Forces a 3rd and 5 now. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? What's up, Bryce? Everyone's Sunday looking good? I mean, these are two titans, guys. This is the NFL game of the week, and we are so happy to be doing it here on NY Yankee Mania. What is up, Chef Nick? Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. 3rd and 5 at the 34. Williams takes it back under center, escapes a sack. Really elusive, and he's going to get the first down after a slide flag on the play, most likely on the late hit. What a job by Caleb Williams. Had 3 guys on him, dodged all of them. The trio of defenders took it and ran. He got the first down and then some. There is a flag, though, on the offense. So a tough break for Chicago. And this is going to be a hold. This is going to be a huge hold right there by the Chicago O-line. So even though Williams got a really good gain, that just kills the momentum right there. 3rd and 15 now for the Bears. What's up, Evan? Ball at the 23. Williams in the shotgun takes it back. A few steps back. Throwing over the middle. Nobody home. And the Bears are going to be forced to punt. So right out of the gates, Caleb Williams and the Bears can't do anything. Kind of shot themselves in the foot with the holding penalty. How we doing, chat? How we doing? How we doing? This is definitely one of the deciding games for the NFC North. The Bears are 9-3 this season, guys. And the Packers, respectively, are 8-3-1. As Dobbs takes the return, and he brings it to the Packers' 32nd. Flag on the play, though. Packers, they really have a deep receiving room, but you can also now say the same about the Bears. I mean, obviously they got DJ Moore, but you got guys like Roma Dunze who came through this year, Luther Bird, and the rookie receiver who's done a lot. They have a deep running back room, DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai, and then the 2 stud tight ends, Cole Kmet and Colson Loveland. A really, really good array of targets for Caleb Williams to hit. Same can be said for the Packers, though. Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, who's been a beast since coming back from injury. Devontae Wicks had a really good game on Thanksgiving. So lots of superstars on the field today, and one of the biggest just took the field. Number 10 for the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love. Packers have it on their own 11. Love finds his man open. Short gain on that. Gave it over to Jaden Reed, another star. And Reed getting a little chippy now with a Bears defender. We're already having some back and forth here at Lambeau Field. I don't think Reed liked the way he was tackled on that play. 13 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock left to go in the first quarter. Still no score. The Packers have it at their own 16. Luke Musgrave, the tight end in motion. Love under center, gives it over to Jacobs. Jacobs gets some blocks, and he's going to get the first down for Green Bay and then some. Good run right there by Josh Jacobs. Fresh set of downs for the Packers. Yeah, Daniel Jones did tear the Achilles. That's definitely a big blow for the Colts. Hate to see that. He was on such a great run. Love hands it over again to Jacobs. Jacobs not going anywhere this time on the run. Negative yards gained, negative yards lost. 2nd and 10 for Green Bay. Yeah, Bryce, that's gonna kill the Colts' momentum. Who's their? Oh, is this Anthony Richardson time, guys? Is this Richardson time? I don't know if he's out there. I know he's had a few injuries this season. But I guess he might be. He's the next man up for the Colts. I mean, they're still playing for a playoff spot. I mean, the Texans have been red hot. You gotta watch out for them now if you're the Colts. Love taking a shot and finds his man for a first down. Luke Musgrave, the tight end. Yeah, winter meetings coming your way, Bryce. I feel like we're gonna get some moves. Hopefully, we get some moves, man. I mean, part of me saying nothing crazy happens, but where's the fun in that, you know? Fresh set of downs for the Packers as they're moving their way slowly but surely down the field. Ball at their own 36. Reed in motion. They hand it off to Jaden Reed. Reed gets some blocks going down. Gets about 8 yards on the carry. Multiple player trade. So Bryce thinks a big multiple player trade is coming our way. Second and 3 for the Packers. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs muscling his way through, cannot get the first down. It's up cruise control. Jake heard potentially about Jazz getting traded. I don't know, Jake. You know, an idea I had is trading for Corey Seager. You trade for Corey Seager. You move Volpe to second base because I think honestly he's a second baseman, and you move Jazz to the outfield. That's just a thought. Love under center, 4th and 1, rolling over to his right. Love airing it out, and it's grabbed by Jaden Reed for the first down. I don't want Giolito Cruz. He dealt with a lot of forearm injuries last year. Giolito, he's nearing a Tommy John. I don't want to make a deal. I really want King though. King's a good bang for your buck. Ime's gonna cost you a lot of money. King's not gonna cost you all that much. 60 mil maybe. For 3 years. 20 AAV is not that much for the Yankees. You know, I think that's a great deal right there. Bring back Michael King. Doesn't limit you really that much in terms of Bellinger and Tucker. As Love's in the shotgun, fresh set of downs, fires it over to Christian Watson for a gain of about 5. Yeah, 100% Bryce. I think Michael King wants to come back too. Yeah, Michael, there is that part of me that doesn't think anything major will happen. But where's the fun in that? Like I said, we got to brainstorm a little bit, be a little hopeful. Love's in the shotgun, got 2 backs over to his left and right. Musgrave in motion. Hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets maybe a yard on that play. Nick Martinez. Nick, I mean, we kind of got already a Ryan Yarbrough Cruz. I honestly am not opposed Cruz to giving Elmer Rodriguez Cruz a shot at the majors. I think if he shines this spring in Tampa, I think that's what you got to do. I think you got to give the kid a shot. 3rd and 3 for Green Bay at their own 47. Hand off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets the first down for the Packers. Fresh set of downs for Green Bay as now they're working their way into Bear territory. Yeah, Cruz, I think that's honestly the way the Yankees could go. You know, if you don't want to bring in anyone crazy, if you don't want to go crazy this offseason, at least address the fact that you do have a superstar pitcher in your minor league system and you need pitching. You're down Rodon and Cole for the first month at least. You need someone to step up, and it's not going to be Ryan Yarbrough. Love Hands it off again to Jacobs. Jacobs coming through, gets a few more yards. I've heard a lot of Bryce, I've heard a lot of contradiction actually when it comes to if they're going over or under 300. Obviously, Heyman said they would be fine with going over, but Jack Curry's saying they are not going over. If that makes sense. I think I butchered that whole sentence. Love scrambling, and he is brought down for a huge sack. Yeah, I doubt too, Bryce, that they're gonna stay under. I doubt, but I don't think it's by that much, Bryce. I don't think they're gonna double this or anything, the payroll. I really don't. Appreciate you coming on, Michael. Trust us, Michael. We keep it real. We don't sugarcoat things. I think Curry could be downplaying it too. We have a 3rd and 17 here in Green Bay. Love at his own 53. Deep shot down at the slot, and it's picked off. Jordan Love interception as the Bears bring it down to the Packers 45. A huge turnover for Chicago, and that kills the very long and time-consuming drive for the Packers. 3rd and 17. Love trying to make a big throw to Matthew Golden, but he undershot him, and that's picked off. The score, Cruz, it's still 0-0. Game just started here at Lambeau Field, but now the Bears are going to be taking it at the Packers 45. Yeah, Chicago's been, 9-3, Cruz. Is there more I need to say? 9-3 on the Bears. This game, though, can help decide the NFC North winner. But I agree with Bryce back on the Yankees that it's going to be around 330 they spend. I think that's the general ballpark we could give it. So, Williams in the shotgun steps back, firing down the field, and he finds his tight end for a first down. Ball comes loose. Ball comes loose. He gave it to Loveland, and I think they're saying still no official word from the ref. And they're saying that it was a catch and he was down when he dropped the ball. So let me break this down. It's very hard to watch this with the TV on mute and like these plays. So Colton Loveland made the catch and he was brought down, and after he was down, the ball came out. But now Green Bay's challenging. I just saw the replay. That's very close to a fumble, guys. Very close, and Green Bay's going to challenge. Let's see if they do rule as a fumble. While they're looking over this, I'm going to go over. I see a lot of Yankee comments. Let me give you guys my thoughts. Bryce said, I think it's Bellinger, Ime, King, Alcantara, and a big medium trade with Jones or Dominguez. I think that's where it's at right now. I don't know, Bryce, if you get to sign all three. Because I think Bellinger, Ime, and King, I think that might be too much money than the Yankees are comfortable with spending. I think that's just too much. I think you go Bellinger, King, and you look elsewhere for pitching. You go Bellinger, King, and Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. You're going to bring him up. That's an in-house acquisition. You don't even have to make a trade. You don't have to sign anyone. You're just pulling up a stud pitcher and giving him a shot. That's what I would do. And you're bringing back Bellinger. Alcantara, I'm not in love with, Bryce. I know he's got the pedigree. He's got the Cy Young season. But at what point are we just going to stop banking on a Sandy Alcantara bounce back? You know, the guy's ERA was 5.36 last season. It just keeps getting worse for Sandy. It just keeps getting worse. I'm not willing to take that risk, guys. I'm just not. He's fallen off a cliff. I'm not comfortable. I've liked him for a while too, but I don't know, Bryce. It's too much of a risk. He hasn't shown anything. And somehow improve the lineup, and these moves don't do that. Obviously, well, here's the thing, Michael. You need to bring back Bellinger, okay? Or, I mean, people don't like when I say this. You could say it was great what you did last year, Bellinger. We loved it, but we're gonna take the contract of Kyle Tucker. We're gonna go with Tucker. People don't like when I say go with Tucker over Cody Bellinger. People actually hate it because there's a lot of Kyle Tucker hate out there, but I'm a lover. I'm a Kyle Tucker lover. I would rather have Kyle Tucker on the Yankees than Cody Bellinger. That's the contract I would take. People don't like when they say he's overpaid. He's not that good. You're giving him too much money. You have to look at Kyle Tucker and you have to see what he did last year. Okay? The numbers might look overwhelming to you, but you're not. You're just scratching the surface. You need to take a deeper look at Kyle Tucker. You need to realize the fact that this dude was playing injured. What do you expect him to do? Also, the Colts and Loveland play that was ruled an incomplete pass. So we're back here at Lambeau. The Packers jump off sides. Back to Kyle Tucker. Just injuries, man. This dude was hurt the middle of the season. I sound like a broken record. I apologize for all the people who consistently watch the shows and have to hear me say this every single show. But when it comes to Kyle Tucker, I want you to look at his month by month batting average and his stats, and you will see that there's a dip. There's a dip because the dude was hurt. You can't expect him to play at 100% when he was hurt. When he was fully healthy, though, monster numbers. Monster numbers. You know why? Because Kyle Tucker is a monster player. If you want someone to dramatically shift this Yankee offense, that's not Cody Bellinger, and I'm sorry. It's not. If you want someone to take this Yankee offense from here to here, that is Kyle Tucker. If you bring back Bellinger, it's the same thing as last season. If you bring in Kyle Tucker, though, dramatically different. 3rd and 15 here in Lambeau. Williams in the shotgun at his own 41, or excuse me, the Packers 41. Escaping pressure, throwing a bomb up, and it's going to go out of bounds, just getting rid of it. 3-man rush. Cruz, I'll be honest with you. I don't understand the want for getting rid of Jazz. I really don't. Jazz is a second baseman who could give you a 30-30 season. You're not finding that anywhere else. You're not. All these people are saying trade Jazz, trade Jazz, trade Jazz. Jazz is not the problem. Jazz is one of your best offensive players. The Bears are forced to punt, by the way. They're sending it out. Dobbs calls for the fair catch. Green Bay will take over on their own 13. But Jazz is not the problem, guys. Jazz is not the problem. It's the people around Jazz. That's simply that. The problem is that we had a dead shortstop, which I'll give Volpe leeway because he was playing with a torn labrum. I don't expect you to realize. I don't expect him to play good with a torn labrum, but no hope from Volpe, no hope from Wells. He had inconsistent time with the lineup, so there was no hope in the lineup, guys. Very top heavy. I do think Dominguez gets traded. And here's the problem, Cruz. I love Dominguez. I think there is something in Dominguez. I really do. I think there is an elite level professional player in Jason Dominguez. The problem is Brian Cashman does not see that. He does not see what I see or what you see in Jason Dominguez. He just doesn't, Cruz. I think there's really something with Dominguez. I think a lot of teams see that. That opens the door, though, Cruz, for who do you trade Dominguez for? You could get something nice for Jason Dominguez. You can't do the heel for Donovan one for one. You need more. He was inconsistent for 2 years, Michael. We have to remember, too, Volpe was really good to start this season, guys. Volpe was looking good. He was rocking and rolling. I mean, I don't expect Volpe to be something crazy. I expect him to give me a 250 average with like 25 homers, 75, 80 RBIs. That's what I expect from Volpe, and I think that's very reasonable. When he's fully healthy and when he's on his high horse, he gives you that. I think that Volpe, there's something in Volpe, but they made him play through a torn labrum. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, Cruz, you can't play every game at shortstop with a torn labrum. Now, I also think Volpe, long term, is not a shortstop. I think he's a second baseman. Long term, I truly believe Anthony Volpe is going to have to be a second baseman, which is why I'm not even. I mean, the idea of trading for Corey Seager isn't a bad one at all. That's someone you could trade Dominguez for. Give him a little more and have the Rangers eat some of his salary. He has, Michael. We've seen him be a league average offensive player. He has. But the idea I'm having with Seager is, if you have these guys like Dominguez and Jones, you could trade them to Texas. And if you give them enough, they could start eating Seager's salary. They could start doing that. Back here in Lambeau, handoff to Jacobs gets about 5 yards. I'm interested to see what happens with Corey Seager. Just because he's just a grenade waiting to go off. He's someone who was hurt last season. The dude had appendicitis and a hernia. I don't think you guys realize how brutal that is. I've had one of the two. It's a long recovery. It's a long recovery, appendicitis. I've had that. It's no fun. Love's in the shotgun, throwing into the slot, finds a man open. Christian Watson for a big Packer gain. Still no score here. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, I don't know how realistic it is, Bryce. I just know after the Semien trade, I could honestly see the Rangers shipping Seager. But didn't he request a trade too? Someone fact check that. I don't know if I'm making that up in my head, but I do feel like he requested a trade. Love drops back into the shotgun on the back foot, throwing downfield. What a catch by Luke Musgrave, the tight end. Back-to-back big gains for the Packers. What a catch by Musgrave. Oh, my goodness. And what a throw by Jay Love. I think I saw, Bryce, that Corey Seager actually requested a trade. Just fact check me on that, please. Love. Whistle blown. Play stops. There's definitely going to be some form of a trade, Bryce. Jake, you never know. But we have had, historically, the Yankees a lot of moves in the winter meetings and in the week prior. So, Judge's signing was pre-winter meetings. Soto was during the winter meetings or just before. Fried was a winter meeting move. Rodon was just after the winter meetings, and Cole was during the winter meetings or just after. So really, Jake, we're in that window right now where Cashman strikes. Obviously, though, Scott Boras clients like Cody Bellinger will take time. Nothing. Yeah, I might be just making that up in my head, Bryce. Yeah, Judge was. I remember that day, man. Well, first of all, we had this arson Judge appears to be heading to the Giants, which literally crushed my world. Yeah, I agree with that, Cruz. You know, Cruz, if all our pitchers were healthy, and I'm not going to throw Cole into that category because we kind of knew that Cole wouldn't be ready for the start of the season. But if Rodon was healthy, Cruz, I'd be turning Luis Seal and or Will Warren into relievers, Cruz. I feel like, especially Warren. Let me know if you agree with this, Cruz, but I could see we turn Will Warren into Luke Weaver. I could honestly see that happening. And I can turn and I could see Luis Seal turning into a really good reliever. I feel like those two can be a really good relieving project, but obviously, with all the injuries, no chance of making that happening anytime soon. Yeah, Jake, I don't really trust John Heyman anymore after that. That's a lot. Yeah, Bryce, I'm honestly gonna have to side with Cruz. I'm more confident in Will Warren to be translated into a reliever than I am heel. That's what I see in Will. Will Warren, I saw more this season than I did opposed to Luis Seal. I think that one of the biggest problems with Warren is the second or third time around the order, the lineups just got used to him. Him coming out of the bullpen, hitters only see him once. I think he's golden. And yeah, Bryce, he is going to be our long reliever. I see him taking the role of Luke Weaver. You know, we could turn him into a Luke Weaver, Will Warren. Yeah, Bryce, but if lineups see him one time coming out of the pen, I think that's something to explore. The thing with Heel, Jake, is he kind of regressed and he's not playing with the same intensity he did his rookie year. Love in the shotgun flips it over to Jacobs. Jacobs gets a few yards, flag on the play. But yeah, Jake, there's just not the same intensity and just jolt that Luis Seal had his rookie year. You know, the thing with that, Michael, and here's what I'll dive into with Heel as a reliever. I saw the same exact thing, Michael. 93, 94 mile per hour fastballs. Here's the thing, Michael. Luis Heel is not a guy who can go late long. Even his rookie year when he was at 100%, he was a 5 inning guy at best. He was struggling to make it past 5. He is holding something back, Michael. He is conserving his energy because as a starter, he knows he's trying to make it through 5, which is a huge, huge ask for him. If you put him out of the bullpen, you're telling Luis Seal, we only need 1 inning from you. 1. Leave it all out this 1 inning. You could touch 95, you could touch 96, you can hit 97. You have 1 inning to worry about. You don't have to think, I have to conserve my bullets. I have to conserve my energy because I have 4 more of these innings. You have 1. You're coming out of the pen. It's going to be electric. That's what I see us doing with Luis Seal, and I think he would benefit from that. Love scrambling, throws, and it's off the tips of Romeo Dobbs, forcing a Green Bay punt. Yeah, the control's the control. I think he'll get that. I think he'll get that back, Michael. I just think that he'll come in. I think Michael though, he's just something's wrong with his brain. Something hasn't clicked yet. You know? When he was away from baseball, Michael, and he wasn't on the mound, I don't know what happened. His brain doled out or something, but he's not pitching with the same intensity. I think out of the bullpen, though, that's gonna click in him. That's gonna click. He's not gonna worry about his velo. He's not gonna worry about his energy. I don't know, Michael. I'm just telling you that I think Heel as a starter and Heel as a reliever would be two very different pitchers. Heel would be a great trade piece too, Cruz. 100% agree with that. I like I do like Nick Martinez. I do like that. We can agree, though, the bullpen needs a lot of help. We can all agree that. At least we have David Bednar. Love him. Fernando Cruz coming back. Tim Hill. Love that guy. That's what I'm saying, Bryce. That's what I'm saying. We'll see what happens, though. I think that Cash doesn't leave us empty-handed, though. I don't think Cash will make us too disappointing. I wouldn't put Elmer Rodriguez Cruz in the bullpen to start off his career. I'd really I want to keep him as a starter. I want to keep him at what he's used to. And I think he could be an effective starter at the big league level, even as a rookie. Duvall, too, Cruz. I forgot about Camilo Duvall. That guy has loads of potential. He made me mad, mostly because of the fact that he can't field a ground ball and throw it to first base. But besides that, I see so much potential in him. And I see a lot of potential in Jake Bird, too. A lot of these problems can be fixed in-house, but I do think we need some outside sources. Cash needs to bring some people in. But interested to see what Jake Bird does. Whatever happened to Yuri De Los Santos? I liked that guy. Is he still on the Yankees? Yuri, I actually like. I was actually a big fan of Yuri De Los Santos. Let me check. Yeah, he's still on the team. Don't sleep on Yuri, guys. Yuri De Los Santos. Y'all remember him from last year? This is a really good long reliever, Yuri. Pretty good numbers, too. Good numbers for Yuri. I honestly liked what I saw. The Bears have it at their own 25. Still no score. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Williams hands it off to Swift. Swift coming through. Gets a few yards on that carry. I didn't even ask, guys. Throw in the comments. Throw your predictions for this game. Who you got winning? You got the Packers or you got the Bears? I know it's a little bit of a boring game right now, 0-0. We expected a lot of fire. We expected a lot of sparks right here. Yeah, I could see that Cruz Yuri. I saw something in him, you know? I liked what I saw. 2nd and 5 for Chicago. Hand off again to Swift. Swift gets the first down and then some. Sean says Bears. Bryce has a comment I really like, guys. I'm going to give a different scenario here. I think Whitey Langford could be a guy if he's available. I don't know if he is. Yeah, Bryce. I love the idea. I love Whitey Langford. Love him. Ever since I think he was Florida, I believe. I think he played for the Gators. I watched a little bit of college baseball, but that guy's a stud. And I think, Bryce, as much as I would love to have Wyatt, he's a centerpiece for the Rangers, and he's someone they're going to try and build a team around. They saw Semien was moving past his prime, so they got rid of him. But theoretically, if he was on the table, that's the guy I would want the Yankees to go get. That's 100%. Cruz says Bears 17, Packers 14. Let's see if he's right. Let's see if he is right. 2nd and 7 for the Bears at their own 39. Williams under center. Another handoff to Swift. Swift gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Drop some player of the games here. We got the Bears and the Packers, guys. We're playing for the NFC North title. That's what we're playing for, guys. 40 seconds and ticking left to go here in the first quarter. Sean says Cole Kmet, tight end for the Bears. 3rd and 7 for Chicago at their own 40. Williams in the shotgun. Kick. Steps back into the pocket. 2-man rush. Floats it out. And it's into the sidelines for an incomplete pass. 4th and 7. Chicago forced to punt. The Padres are reportedly desperate to move money off the payroll per Bob Nightingale. Interesting. Probably means Xander Bogaerts, Bryce. It doesn't mean Tatis, really, just because of how young he is, and he's relatively cheap for a player of his caliber for that amount of years. Tatis, he's kind of like in the same boat as Acuna. Chicago forced to punt, sending it out to Romeo Dobbs. Dobbs misses it, lets it bounce, and it's going to clear the end zone. Jake Cronenworth, too. I don't want Jake, if that's your segue, just because we have a good utility guy in Oswaldo. Jake could go to other teams, though. Jake could be a trade piece. Saw a Tommy DeVito commercial, not to brag, but he lives in my town. Dead serious, right down the road from me, there's Tommy DeVito. Could walk to his house. Could you believe at one point in time when the Jets had Rodgers, because I'm in New Jersey, I'm right near MedLife. Tommy DeVito and Aaron Rodgers lived in my town, both relatively close to my house. Pretty nuts. Ooh, the Yankees' only person to make an offer for Bellinger. Interesting. Interesting. Upper Montclair, Cedar Grove, Evan. Take your pick what town you want to call it. For my sake, I'll say Cedar Grove. Very close to Tommy DeVito's house, though. Still no score. Low action right now, but hopefully we get some drama coming through. Hopefully we get something. I agree, Jake. I agree, Jake. That's why I like Tucker more than Bellinger. Because, Jake, I have a strong feeling teams like the Blue Jays are going to throw out 6 years at Bellinger. They're going to give him what he wants. The Yankees are not going to be the only team offering Bellinger what he wants. And the thing is, Bellinger's such a hot commodity because he's so much more appealing to teams because he could play all 3 outfield spots at elite level. He could play first base as an elite level. He's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, but he's going to give you a good amount of value with the stick. He fits the mold for a lot more teams than Kyle Tucker does, which is why there's going to be a bigger competition for Cody Bellinger. Start of the second quarter here in Green Bay. Still no score. Very quiet game. The Green Bay Packers, though, have held the ball for 10.5 minutes. The Chicago Bears only 4.5. So Green Bay having lots of opportunities. Obviously, though, they had the big pick. I don't know, Jake. There's so many teams I don't feel like will give him that. Being honest with you, I even think the Blue Jays might pump the brakes. Hand off to Jacobs. He's got the first down. I don't think the Mets will give him 4. The Mets will look into it, but the Mets want to save a little bit of money, to be honest. I think he could, Bryce. I think he could. I could see them getting Bellinger, though, Bryce. And if they do, you better get Kyle Tucker if you're the Yankees. Love fakes the handoff to Jacobs, rolling over to his left, floats it over, finds Musgrave. Musgrave breaks a tackle and brings it to the 41, 2nd and 1. I think the Mets will make a big push for Bellinger, Bryce. Low key, I am okay with that. I am okay with the Mets taking Bellinger if that means the Yankees go all out on Tucker. That's just me. But if the Mets want to take Bellinger, I am not willing to get into a bidding war with Steve Cohen for Cody Bellinger when I could just scoop up Kyle Tucker. Another handoff to Jacobs. He stopped to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Jake, that's mostly because of the strike that's pending next year. No, you need one, Evan. Quan is not enough. Quan, Donovan, not enough solo. But here's the thing. The Mets will make a big push for Bellinger, guys. Big push. I'm not willing to spend that much. As Jacobs gets the first down, brings it to about the Packers 46. If the Mets are going higher and higher and higher and higher on Cody Bellinger, let them do that. You did it with Soto. Let them do that with Bellinger. I am perfectly fine. Perfectly fine with that. Let them give the big contract to Bellinger. Save Tucker for me. Kyle Tucker will change this lineup for you. Kyle Tucker will change this team. More money, better player. I'm just saying, guys. Yeah, Michael, that's just what I see. You know, I think Bellinger's a tremendous player, but he's not worth getting into a bidding war with Steve Cohen. And what it comes down to, too, is I feel like the Mets will make a bigger push for Bellinger than they will for Tucker. $100%, Michael. 100%. Second and 8. Ball at the 50. Love drops back into the pocket, scanning the field, throws it over to Musgrave. Musgrave gets a few yards to bring it for 3rd and short. Third and 2nd for the Packers. Just on the tip of Chicago territory at the 49-yard line. Love fakes the handoff, floats it over, and finds his man for a first down. Jordan Love makes something out of nothing. Good job by Jordan Love, finding a man wide open down the sideline. Fresh set of downs here for the Packers at the Bears 27. Handoff to Jacobs. Jacobs gets slammed at the line. Green Bay trying to find their way into the end zone. Second and 10. So at the 27, Watson in motion. Love under center. Behind him is Josh Jacobs. Love fakes the handoff to Jacobs, rolling over to his right. He's going to throw it out of bounds to avoid the sack. Flag on the play. We'll see what that is. 9.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Still no score. Packers taking on the Bears at home. Third and 10 for Green Bay. Jordan Love taking this offense down the field. Can he meet the end zone, though? Ball at the 26. Love's in the shotgun, running back over to his right. Drops back into the pocket. Throwing over down the middle, finds Watson for a Green Bay touchdown. Jordan Love connects with number 9 Watson and puts 6 on the board for the Packers. Took long enough, but we finally have our first touchdown. Great job by Jordan Love coming off that back foot, his signature throw. And Christian Watson, man, ever since coming back from that ACL tear, he has been a beast on the gridiron. And this is no exception. Extra point attempt coming your way. Green Bay looking to make this a 7-0 lead. The snap, the hold, the kick, and she is good. 7-0 Packers lead. We finally got a game here. So let me look back in chat. Who do we have? I think Cruz said the Packers were going to take this. I know Sean thinks Cole Kmet's going to be the MVP of this game. So the Packers put up 7, first touchdown of the game. A little bit left to go here in the second quarter. I don't know, guys. A lot of people are saying the Yankees are going to push for Bellinger. I don't think Cashman wants to get into that bidding war. Realistically, I could see Bellinger going to Queens. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think Cohen sees Bellinger as the perfect bat. He sees Bellinger as his center fielder or his first baseman if they don't bring Pete back. That's what he sees in Cody Bellinger. And he doesn't want to spend a boatload. He does not want to give out Kyle Tucker money, but he is willing to get Cody Bellinger, and he's willing to overpay him slightly if that means he secures him in a Met uniform. So, I think the Mets, I mean, I honestly, in a way, hope the Mets do. Just make a huge push for Bellinger because I'd much rather have Tucker.
Yo,
Oh, there he
Georgie,
is.
what's up?
What's up?
Hey, sorry guys, driving here. Obviously, I guess everybody loves me in the car, but just finished up a great event with Lawrence Taylor, Otis Anderson, and Brandon Jacobs at Woodbridge Brewing Company. It was a packed house today. Had a lot of people. So shout out to Lawrence, Jacobs, and Otis. How's the game going so far?
So far, so good. Packers lead by 7. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah. What's up, everyone in the chat? I can't see the comments, but what's up, everyone? Shout out to you guys for continuing to support this channel, and please continue subscribing, liking the channel, and shout out to you guys for the support for George, all of us.
First and 10 for the Bears at their own 26. Williams under center. He's got Swift behind him. Handoff to Manungai. Manungai gets a few yards on that carry, brings it to about the 30. Short gain, 9 minutes and ticking on the clock. Caleb Williams in this Bears offense looking to respond to the Green Bay touchdown. Second and 7 for Chicago. Williams under center again. Another handoff to Manungai. Manungai coming through, gets a few more yards, forcing a third and short. Third and 3 for Chicago. Eight minutes ticking on the clock. Williams fakes the handoff to Manungai, rolling over to his right. Caleb Williams throwing out, and he finds his man open. Luther Burden, the rookie receiver, moves the chains. Fresh set of downs for the Chicago Bears. Really good job by Caleb Williams escaping the sack. Came over to his right, found Luther Burden wide open. Sophomore quarterback to rookie receiver. First and 10 now for Chicago. Keep in mind, they also receive after halftime. Still a little bit of time left to go. 7 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. Ball at the Bears 35. Fakes the handoff again, getting pushed back, and he's just going to throw it on the ground. No one was open. Williams just had to get rid of that one, escaping the sack. Second and 10 now. Second and 10. Still at the 45. Pitch to Manungai. Manungai gets no block. Still on his feet, though, deflecting off defenders. Gets maybe 1 or 2 yards. Third and long now. Really good job by Manungai. Took a big hit, ricocheted off 2 defenders, stayed on his feet. But really only could get a couple yards. No help from his O-line. I think they might call a face mask, I think, on Green Bay. And they do. So fresh set of yards or fresh set of downs. Seven minutes and ticking. I could see Edward Cabrera, Bryce. That's someone I would definitely look into. Ball at the Green Bay 52. Williams under center, hands it off to Manungai. Manungai gets a few yards. Yeah, I could see Edward Cabrera 100% Bryce. I could see the Yankees making see them making a shot on that. Pair him with a reliever. Yeah, just what's the package? Are you willing to give up Dominguez? Are you willing to give up Ben Rice? That's the thing. 2nd and 7 for the Bears. Williams hands it off again to Manungai. Coming through, gets a short gain. Manungai really struggling with this Bears O-line. Yeah, I'm willing to give up Dominguez. I think I'm in the same boat as you. I will say this, though. You can't trade for Cabrera and give up Dominguez if you don't sign an outfielder. You know, if we don't have Bellinger or Tucker, I can't trade for Cabrera and give up Dominguez. 3rd and 4. Another handoff to Manungai. This time, he comes short of the first down. It is going to be a 4th and 2, maybe a 4th and 1. What is Ben Johnson going to elect to do? Yeah, Michael, you can't make this trade at all without signing someone. So the Bears will keep their offense out for 4th and 1. He's not a dud, Lewis. He's a stud. The Martian is a good player. Just hasn't had the opportunity. Williams fakes the handoff to Swift. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run, and he's going to get the first down himself. Caleb Williams moves the chains. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that Dominguez wasn't given a fair shot. But the problem is, guys, Dominguez went into a loaded team. We did not expect Grisham to play this way. We had Cody Bellinger playing out of his mind. We had Judge, who had to be a DH, and we could not take Stanton's bat out of the lineup. We had 4 players we had to play over Dominguez. Pitch to Kyle Manungai. Tackled at the line. Man, guys. What are you guys? I know we're talking a lot of baseball, but just let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on Caleb Williams? He has really impressed me. Not only this game, but all season. His ability to win games. He's got a great pocket presence. Definitely a hell of an arm. A little bit of a scuffle now going on between the two teams. Nothing crazy though. You know your minor shoving. Yeah, Michael. I'm not really willing to give up on Rice yet or get rid of him. I think he'll be good though, Michael Dominguez. The thing is, though, if we're not going to give him at bats, why are we just going to keep him on our bench? The same goes for Spencer Jones. If he's not going to have an everyday roster spot, Jones, what's the point of having him? That's Luther Burden getting into a fight with a Green Bay corner. Refs come in to break it up. We're having a chippy game over here in Green Bay. Definitely a rivalry. Definitely a fun rivalry to watch. And that's on Nixon. Or Knox, excuse me. No, Michael. I don't think it did. It doesn't usually diminish power. But I just know it's not fun to come back from Tommy John. I've never had it personally, but I actually know a good amount of people who have had Tommy John. And I know it's a struggle. Don't know off the top of my head how he's doing in winter ball. Ball at the 19. Williams pitch over. That's just a waste of a play. He flipped it over to Swift, who just got steamrolled by 3 defenders. I don't really know what the game plan was there on that play. But the Bears are in the red zone. They are looking to strike back. Jordan Love had a great drive coming downfield. Caleb Williams looking to replicate that. 2nd and 16, though, at the 23. Williams in the shotgun. In the red zone for the first time this game. Hand off to Manungai. Manungai gets some blocks and gets a few of it back. You can add Grisham to that list, Michael. You can add Trent Grisham. Now, this is a big play right here for the Bears. I know we've done a lot of Yankee talk, but this is a huge play right here in this game. It is 3rd and 8. There are 2 minutes. We're going to have the 2-minute warning, so we'll have a quick break. But it's 3rd and 8. The ball's at about the 20-yard line, maybe. This is a huge play right here for Chicago. Huge play. This is definitely the biggest game of the week by far. Yeah, I agree with that, Michael. Volpe, though, against the Red Sox in that 3-game set was good. I don't know what happened, though, against the Jays. Overall, though, in the postseason, it's got to be Grish, who was the biggest no-show besides, like, frickin' Rodon. Just a tough one. Tough one to take on the chin, Michael. Well, Bryce said earlier on that Caleb Williams is they found a good quarterback in him, the Bears. Let's see if he lives up to that. This is the play, where you separate good quarterbacks from great quarterbacks. They have to really do this on their own. They have to give their team a fighting chance. They're down by 7 away. They're at Wisconsin in Green Bay. 9-3. They've had a storybook season so far, but the Packers, adding Micah Parsons, have also had a stellar season. They're 8-3-1. The Bears are 9-3. The Bears currently hold the first place spot in the NFC North. A win, though, for the Packers, that would give them the first place spot. I don't understand that either, Michael. Do not understand that either. Nope. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. 2 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. They are well into field goal range, Chicago. It is 3rd and 8. Ball at the 16-yard line. What does Caleb Williams have in him? Screen pass over to Manungai. That makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. Why are we screen passing on that play? 4th down. The Bears are going to go for the field goal. The 3-point attempt. I have no idea why we're going to screen pass. 3rd and 8. at the 16. You're just going to toss it over at the side to Swift? I just don't understand that. No clue. Three-point attempt, the snap, the hold, the kick, and she is good. The Bears move in within 4. Your score right now, 7 Green Bay, 3 Chicago. McMahon had a little bit. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Michael. He did a little bit, McMahon. Yeah, of course, had a big homer. Belly did a little bit. Belly and Stanton. Obviously, Stanton, we expected this huge postseason, but he held his weight a little bit. So I don't think he didn't do that bad, Stan. What's up, Nathan?
It's halftime now, right?
No,
Oh, not yet.
we still have a little bit of time. We have about like a minute 50 left to go.
Hey guys, some interesting games were on earlier today, and obviously 4 o'clock games today, and then I think the Sunday night game is. I gotta double check. I don't know. I forgot the Sunday night game. George, you know the Sunday night game or?
Off the top of my head, I do not know what the Sunday night game is today.
Okay. Hey
Yeah,
guys, tonight is. Yeah. Yeah, tonight is our recap show at 8 o'clock. Tune in. We'll be talking about Yankees baseball, obviously winter meetings, and possibly NFL, more NFL tonight. But guys, tune in 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern is a recap show. Yeah, and also tomorrow. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you could say.
So tune in tomorrow as my team and I booked 2 guests for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, 9:30 and 11:30.
Minute 14 on the clock left to go in the first half. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Jordan Love looking to add some more points before we go into the half. He's in the shotgun, ball at the 40. Jacobs over to his left, trips over to his left too. Reed in motion, hand off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets about 3 yards on that carry, bringing it to the 43. Completion made to Luke Musgrave, which moves the chains down the field. 48 seconds, though, on the clock as the Packers call a timeout. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . I think the Packers right now are just trying to get into field goal range. They don't have the ball after the half, or yeah, they do have the ball. Packers do have the ball after the half. So if they want to go 3 in this drive and then maybe put up 7 on the board, that would be very beneficial for the Packers. 49 seconds though on the clock. They get a second back. They have 2 timeouts left to go. Fresh set of downs for the Packers as they take it at the 45. Love drops back into the pocket, throws it over, and the pass is broken up by Chicago's defense. 2nd and 10 now for the Packers. 45 seconds left to go on the timer. Like we said, though, they just need to get into field goal range, trying to make a chip shot field goal. Packers lead by 4, 7-3. We're going to make this a 10-3 game going into the half where they will get the ball to start the third. Love. And the shotgun drops back into the pocket, taking a deep shot downfield, and he's got Jaden Reed wide open. Touchdown, Packers. Excuse me, it was Bo Melton with the touchdown, number 17. But it's a huge touchdown for Green Bay as they take a 10-point lead. 13-3 now, the Packers lead. Looking to make it 14-3. Great throw by Jordan Love. Had him wide open. And Melton just fell into the end zone with the ball in his arms. Extra point attempt coming your way. The snap, the hold, the kick, and she is good. Green Bay leads. Only about a half a minute left on the clock for the Bears to do something. No. Yeah, that was a great throw, Evan. Love's definitely really good on deep balls. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers off that back.
Yeah, that was a big play right there. Obviously, Bo Melton, Rutgers product. He's been good. He's been producing in the NFL throughout his career. So, big touchdown right there for him. I was with actually had the opportunity to work with Jordan Love at the GTSM shows in Edison, New Jersey this year. So he's a great kid, and obviously this year I don't know what's going on. He's been inconsistent, but tonight he's looking good.
Yeah, he is looking really good. A beautiful deep ball out to Melton. Packers lead by 11 now. Yeah, Michael, once Hill got beat up, it was kind of just a crapshoot. There was no point in that in game 1. Blue Jays had that going into it. We did get the big letdowns though were Freed and Rodon, Michael. That's why we lost that series. Also, though, the offense was horrific. Blue Jays won mostly because of the fact that they put the ball in play and didn't strike out. If the Yankees did that, if the Yankees had their own Ernie Clements, if they had their own Addison Bargers, they would be competitive. But when it's just strikeout, it's Ben Rice swinging on the first pitch and hitting a fly ball. Non-competitive at bats. It looked like there wasn't an approach with the offense. The at bats were just not professional for the Yankees. See what Caleb does though. 38 seconds on the clock. Green Bay punting it out. Yeah, Jake. I mean, we just need more dynamics on this team next year. Guys who could be more dynamic. Here's the kickoff. And the Bears will return it, taking it down. Good move right there. Gets slammed, though. Brought down. Packers are signaling that they have the ball. There might be a fumble right here. Waiting for the ref signal. Pile up, peeling back the layers of players. The Bears do still have it. More Brendan Donovans. Yeah, that would help. Here's the thing, though, Bryce. I don't think Brendan Donovan is going to be a catalyst. I don't think Donovan's going to make the team do a 360, in my opinion. I think he could help the team, but he's not going to do anything crazy. You know, I just don't think Donovan's going to. A lot of people have thrown his name out, and I wouldn't mind the Donovan trade, but he's not going to get us past the Blue Jays. Not at all. He's a good player, but he's not a great player. I'd rather have Okamoto, because Okamoto is levels above Donovan. Williams steps back into the pocket, fires it over to his tight end, Colson Loveland, who goes out of bounds to stop the clock. Fresh set of downs and a big gain. I'd much rather have Okamoto. If you're looking into a leadoff hitter, I wouldn't mind having maybe Rice lead off.
Yeah. Or Stephen Kwan possibility.
Kwan took a fall off. I mean, guys, I don't know what you mean Okamoto isn't proven. He hasn't had one at bat. You can't jump on him for that. But Kwan, I'm not that comfortable with. Williams gets blown up behind the line of scrimmage for a big loss. Gets rattled. Probably only have one or two more plays to go. Bears call a timeout with 18 seconds. I mean, between Donovan and Kwan, I probably would go with Donovan. But Kwan he's underwhelming. Like, everyone expects him to be hitting like 330. He's hitting 272. He doesn't get on base at a high rate. He's not slugging much. I just don't feel like he's the guy the Yankees need. He's decently fast. He doesn't walk either, Kwan. No walks coming from him. He doesn't hit the ball hard, and that's not me saying we need home runs. But when your average exit velo is 86, there's something to be said. You need to be giving me something. I mean, Donovan's the much better player in my eyes. Donovan fills a lot of the holes I need. Williams misses Burden in the slot. Play clock at 17 seconds. About to go into the half. Donovan also could play everywhere. You know, you could plug him all your holes. You could plug him at third. You could put him at second. Play the corner outfield spots. Yeah, they don't have. Kwan has better speed than Donovan. Kwan's speed isn't that bad.
Yeah.
But neither of them will change the team. Kyle Tucker's going to change the team, though. 3rd and 19. Williams passes it over to the sideline. Finds Swift. 10 seconds on the clock. Bears call another timeout. You know, if we want a big dramatic change to this lineup, Stephen Kwan's not doing that. Brendan Donovan's not going to do that. It's going to be Kyle Tucker. Cody Bellinger gives you the same lineup as last year. If you want to do the same thing last year and just lose in the ALDS, go right ahead. But that's not what I want. I'm not satisfied with that. I want to make a push. Bringing back Bellinger and not doing anything else to this lineup, you will not make a push. That's just facts. If you just think Cody Bellinger's enough and running back this lineup from last year, that's just not true. Like Michael said, we've been saying this all stream. Kyle Tucker will change your lineup, and he will make you take that push. And that does it for the second quarter. We will be going into halftime. So going into the half, the Packers lead 14-3. Joe, if you're there, you could drop me down.
Okay, great job, first half. George, I just want to say before we go on, I'm going to bring everybody down and just for a minute, moment of silence for today being Pearl Harbor Day. Let's say some silent prayer for families and people that just went through hell with all of that and lost so many lives. So we're going to do that for about a minute. So let's have a moment of silence, guys. I have the flag up on the screen, so I'm going to bring everybody down for about a minute, and let's give some prayer and some thanks. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate that, your understanding and your undivided attention. So, Nitin, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I could. Yes. How you doing, Nitin?
Yeah, you want to do Joe? You want to do the update because I'm in a different location right now.
Sure, I'll do it if you want me to.
Huh?
Okay. Let me set up a second, and I'll be more than happy to do it. All right, everyone. Let's go to a scoreboard update. So we got in the third quarter we have Denver 14 and the Raiders 7, and we have the Packers at halftime 14-3. 14-3 over the Bears. The Rams 24, the Cardinals 10 at halftime. At 8:20, we're going to have you're going to have the Texans and the Chiefs. Final scores: the Steelers 27, the Ravens 22, the Seahawks 37, the Falcons 9, Tennessee 31, the Browns 29. And guess what, folks? The Jets lost. Miami Dolphins 34, the Jets 10, New Orleans Saints 24, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20. The Jaguars 36 and the Colts 19. The Commanders got walloped by the Vikings 31-0, and the Buffalo Bills 39, the Bengals 34. On Monday, right here on NY Mania, we're going to have the Eagles and the Chargers with Evan. Evan will be doing the play-by-play for us, and Monty Schneider's going to be coming on at halftime. And I believe we'll also be joined by Nitin from the sports by his sports rush and all that. So that will definitely take place tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So a lot more football, guys, coming on NY Mania. Let's go to the National Hockey League. At the end of one, the Sharks won, the Hurricanes won. At the end of one, the Panthers won, the Islanders nothing. A little bit later on, you have the Penguins and the Stars, the Blue Jackets, Capitals, the Golden Knights, and the New York Rangers from Madison Square Garden tonight. Also, the Blues and the Canadiens will face off a little bit later on. The Blackhawks and the Ducks will face off at 8 o'clock. Finals, you have Avalanche 3 and the Philadelphia Flyers 2. Going to the NBA. Let's see what we have. And in the NBA, fourth quarter, 19 seconds left. The Celtics lead the Raptors 120 to 113. And the rest of the games, most of the games, we have the Nuggets and the Hornets a little bit later on, the Warriors and the Bulls a little bit later on, the Lakers and Philadelphia later on, the Thunder and the Jazz at 8 p.m. Eastern, and a final, the New York Knicks beat the Orlando Magic 106 to 100. That is your scoreboard right now, everyone. There is still no anything new happening at the baseball winter meetings, aside from the fact that we're going to find out about the Hall of Fame ballots a little while. The Red Sox are interested in the D-backs Marte. That we're also hearing. Report the Cubs are targeting Zach Gallen. The Nationals, of course, pulled off that trade with the Marlins yesterday. The Blue Jays removed Rodriguez from the 40-man roster. I think the Yankees should jump on that. 100%, 1,000,000%, 10,000%. That has to happen. If he's available, you get him on the cheap. He was a mainstay in the Blue Jays bullpen. He did a lot for them, and he gave the Yankees fits. I can tell you that. And so I mean that's what's going on. Aside from all the others, there's the trade for Alcantara on the table, and all of that. I don't know if I want him. I'm afraid he's going to come here and he's going to be another Javi Lopez. So I'm not happy with. I don't think they should get Alcantara. There are other pitchers that are available that would make sense for the New York Yankees. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yes, Bryce, hot stove tonight. I'll get that information. Yes, I'm going to be also on the case too while all the guys are on. So we'll all collaborate to see exactly what's going on with the New York Yankees, if they have any news. And I'm sure the gang is in Florida, so that would be great. With that in mind, I think we're going to bring back Nitin before we get to George. Nitin, welcome back. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
All right. And the scores, the New York Knicks won again today, so that's a good start for the New York Knicks again. And hey, little by little, they're starting to break away a little bit. They're looking a lot better.
Yeah.
And you know what? If they can make that one big trade, look out, folks. But the West looks very, very tough. But again, you guys will get into that in the NBA shows on Friday nights and all of that. So, but right now, again, we're just waiting and waiting and waiting. We will come on in about 2 hours with the winter meetings talks, and we will finally see. Nitin, will Don Mattingly get voted in? What do you think?
I hope so. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. So hopefully he gets a lot of votes.
No, I do too.
From the rioters and the fans.
I definitely believe he definitely belongs there. No question in my mind. Is there anybody else on that list that you?
Andrew Jones.
Who?
Andrew Jones.
Okay. Yeah, that's another one. What's your gut feeling?
Huh?
What's your gut feeling?
Of how many players will be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Who do you think will be announced tonight?
Probably Don, Andrew, and who else is on the list?
There's a lot. But
yeah.
I can't go. Can't go over that right now.
I hope Andrew gets it because it'd be good timing for the show on Friday.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fantastic? It'd be Andrew and Don Mattingly. Perfect. That would.
When did they announce it? Later tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be on the MLB network. I believe 8 o'clock. I'll be all over. Yeah, we'll be all over. Veterans Committee tonight, so that should be 7:30 according to Bryce. I think Jones has a better chance than Mattingly does. That would be something, though. Wouldn't that be something that if Jones gets in. It's like a first interview after he's been elected to get into the Hall of Fame. So I really like that. So we'll see. And, speaking of that, we're talking in circles. There may be some people on here that don't even know what we're really talking about Andrew Jones for Friday. So you want to tell everybody what you and your team has done? I don't think he hears us.
You have it?
No,
I couldn't.
Yeah, I was saying, being the fact that your team put together, there are some people on here right now that may not know what's happening for Friday. Yeah. So would you want to tell everybody? Yeah.
So my team and I booked this show, Joe's NY Yankee Mania, December 12th, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Andrew Jones, he'll be coming on that on Joe's NY Mania show, 12-time Gold Glove winner. So he'll be joining this show. So stay tuned, December 12th, guys, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. My team and I booked him for this show. So it's going to be a fun one. So I'm hoping tonight he gets into the Hall of Fame, and it's going to be good timing for the show. That'd be great. That'd be unbelievable.
That would be unbelievable. Just change it.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. Yeah. Andrew Jones. Let's do it, baby.
Let's go.
Jones and Mattingly. What better way? What better night can a Yankee fan have? You have your Don Mattingly finally getting in, and also our special guest for Friday, Andrew Jones, and that would be awesome. It would give me great pleasure to change the name of Andrew Jones to Hall of Famer. Andrew Jones. That would be fabulous. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm a little bit torn because if it's one or the other, what do we do? It's a little tough. What would we do if it was one or the other right now? I mean, as a Yankee fan, of course, you want Mattingly to go in. And I just don't understand that. Then why isn't there a place? Why isn't there a place for Don Mattingly on this Yankee coaching staff?
I hope he like a bench coach or first base coach eventually. So
yeah, I mean, something has to be done. Something really has to be done, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And so stay tuned, everybody, for the second half. George will be back in a couple of minutes, and he will take us through that. And then it should be a little lull before. Now there is a different link to the show that's coming up at 8:00, guys. So no matter what, you have to get off of this stream and then go to our winter meeting stream at 8:00. And also a programming note, don't forget, tomorrow we're not on at 9 a.m. We go on at 9:30.
9:30. My team and I booked Sean Regan's former MLB catcher for this show at 9:30, and then after that, my team and I also booked David Arsma at 11:30 a.m. So, guys, stay tuned.
Perfect time to talk to former players about the winter meetings, if they've been there, what's it all about, and that should be two very, very honest interviews that we will do tomorrow. And I believe Evan will be with us, and I believe Sean Browning will be with us. So let's see. Let's take a couple of.
And then tomorrow night, it's the football. Tomorrow night, Chargers Eagles play-by-play.
Yep, Evan will be calling that, and
along with myself, Evan, and Marnie.
Right. Washington wasn't Mattingly a candidate to be Yankees manager after Torres' contract? Yes. But I believe that that obviously that fell through. I don't know if Mattingly will ever manage the Yankees because I don't think.
Joe, you can drop me. I think second half is about to start.
Okay, he's not on yet. Okay, no problem. Okay. We'll see. Hopefully, George will come back. In time. So, all right. Well, anyway, thanks, Nathan. Enjoy, and we'll see you at 8:00.
Yep. All right, man.
All right, man. Take care. All right. So while we wait for George to come back, we will keep you occupied So Mattingly was a candidate, Michael. The problem is that I don't think they would have the stomach to fire him. I think the fans would go into that. That's like hiring Derek Jeter. That is like hiring Derek Jeter. So we'll have to wait. We'll definitely have to wait and see. I don't know what the plan is for that and why he's not coming on the coaching staff. Do they have something big in plan for 26, whenever that for 27, whenever that season comes about? I have no idea. So we'll just have to really wait and see. But it will definitely be very interesting. So tonight is a big night for Yankee fans, everyone. Will Don Mattingly get in? Will he finally see his due? Will Andrew Jones get in? That's another thing here. So I don't know. I really don't know what they have, what is in store. But I'm pulling for both. What better way? Andrew Jones and Don Mattingly, two ex-Yankees. Of course, technically, Andrew Jones more the Atlanta Brave, and I'm sure he would go in as an Atlanta Brave. I mean, he spent all of his time there, basically. So, we'll see. We'll see how things go, and I don't know. I'm also looking. I'm looking for some extra news here. Guys, just give me a second. See if anything pops up. Let's see here. No. Everything is still quiet. But anyway, we are ready for the second half, and George is back. And enjoy the play-by-play, everyone. We will see you at 8 p.m., and have a great night.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? Good to be back. How's the chat doing? What's the chat up to? Everyone's still here. Good. Well, we're here at Lambeau. The Packers have the ball. 4th and 11. They're going to punt. 4:10 on the clock. The Bears are down by 11, but they're about to get the ball punted right to them. Looking to get some more points on the board, make this a 4-point game. Here's the punt. Decent. Bears are just going to let it bounce out of bounds. Flag on the play, though. Clock stops at 14:03. How's everybody doing today? Everyone doing good? We ready for some second half? There for some second half action. Holding on the Packers. So that's going to benefit the Bears. I low-key want the Bears to win. I really like the underdog story. Ben Johnson's transformed this team. Caleb Williams, once he got that coach, once he got Johnson on his side, they really took off. Packers going to have to walk it back 10 yards to punt. So now it's a 4th and 21 for Green Bay. It's a really deep punt. Who knows? Maybe even the Bears could return this one. Here's the boot. And that is going to bounce out of bounds just shy of the Bears 45. We've called a lot of good games here myself. Here on NY Yankee Mania. The first one I did this year for football, we had that crazy game, the Eagles-Cowboys. The Cowboys came all the way back. We did the Panthers-49ers game, which was a great game at Levi Stadium. And now we are here at Lambeau. We got some NFC North action. So we're ready to go. Any questions, throw them in the chat. I know we've done a lot of Yankee talk here and there. Now's the time. We got some dead time, little commercial break. You got any Yankee talk, throw it at me. NFL talk. We do some college football too. Bracket came out. How we feeling on the bracket? Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. I know a lot of people had stuff to say on the college football bracket. All those people who are up to date with college football, let me know. Let me know what we got on that. Notre Dame not making. I know a lot of people are unhappy with Alabama making it. People weren't happy with. How about the Hoosiers, though, man? Number 1 in the country. Come on. Give me something, Fernando Mendoza. He's got to be the Heisman, Mendy. JMU clinched the spot, too. JMU's in the playoffs. Yeah. Michael's not a college football person. That's okay. Duh, Bears, as they say. And then Chicago will be setting it up short in their own territory. Looking to make this a 4-point game. Ben Johnson's done a great job coming over from Detroit. Caleb Williams under center. He's got a back and a fullback behind him. Receiver in motion. Williams fakes the handoff, rolling over to his left. Faking the throw. He's going to take it himself, and Williams got the first down with the feet. First down, Caleb. He's rocking and rolling today. I feel like a lot of his O-line's definitely let him down a few times today, but he's got it done with his legs when he's needed to. Really an elusive quarterback. Yeah, I know that. I know your teams, but you're baseball, pro football, pro basketball. Gotcha. A little bit of the same, even though I mixed in college football and I am a big college baseball fan. Williams drops back into the pocket. All the time in the world, O-line coming in clutch. He throws it over to Smith, but Swift drops the ball. DeAndre Swift had it at his fingertips, but dropped it. It was a pass just about the line of scrimmage. 12 and a half minutes on the clock. A little bit of an overshoot, but Swift definitely could have got that ball. 100%. 100%. 2nd and 10 now. Williams hands it off to Manungai. Manungai getting brought down. Gets a few yards. This kid is tough. Manungai. He's taking so many hits. And he's still able to get a few yards after contact. This is one tough back. Chicago's got a good one in him. 3rd and 5 now for Chicago at the 53. Excuse me, the 47. No such thing as a 53. Williams throwing over the middle, and he finds his tight end for a first down. Colson Loveland, the rookie out of Michigan, moves the chains. And now Caleb Williams taking this Bears offense into Packer territory. Williams dropping back again in the pocket, escapes a sack, still on his feet, 3-man rush. Williams throwing it out there, and it's caught. Cole Kmet at the sideline. Magic out of the arm of Caleb Williams. He had 3 guys coming at him full speed. Williams somehow found the tight window and made an incredible throw to Cole Kmet for the first down and brings the Bears into the red zone. What a play by Chicago's quarterback. Yeah, Tri-City's got a good one. What a play. Ball at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Williams, under center, calls an audible. Trips lined up over to his right. Hands it off to Monungai. Monungai coming through. Gets 5 yards on that carry, give or take. Inching the Bears closer to the end zone. 10 minutes and ticking on the clock. Williams has gone 9 for 18. 74 yards. Definitely that completion to Kmet's worth a lot. About a 30-yard reception. 2nd and 6 now for the Bears. 9:45 and ticking on the clock. 2nd and 6. Williams in the shotgun. Tight end in motion. Running back over to his right. Calls for the snap. Hands it off to Swift. Swift coming through. Meets a wall of defenders. Fighting for the first down. Can't get it. He's just short. 3rd down and short coming your way. Bears got to do something here. So 3rd and 1. DJ Moore in motion. Caleb Williams under center. Burden's got a one-on-one over to the right. Burden's in motion now. Hand off to Swift. Swift coming through. And I think he's just inside the 1-yard line. He gets the first down. It is now 1st and goal with only a yard separating Caleb Williams from the end zone. Williams over to his right, escaping pressure into the end zone. And it's an incomplete. It's a touchdown. Oh my goodness. How did he toe tap that? Oh my goodness. Caleb Williams. Magic. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Talk about threading the needle. Caleb Williams just throws it in the nick of time to his receiver. And that's a Bears touchdown. Wow. And now the Bears elect to go for 2. It is 14-9. 2-point attempt for the Bears. Loveland in motion. Williams in the shotgun. Hands it off to Monungai. Monungai fighting for it, and he's in. The Bears come through for 2 points, and they make this a 3-point game. 3 points now. Oh my goodness. Chat, y'all gotta be energetic. Give me something in the chat. How about that drive, guys? Come on. We had the amazing throw to Cole Kmet. Then we had the thread of the needle of the year right through the defender's hands into the receivers for the touchdown. And then the 2-point attempt by Kyle Manungai, peeling defenders off his back. Are you kidding me? Who's awake in the chat? We got Michael here. Got Michael. Bryce still here? I haven't seen Bryce pop up in a sec. Jake might still be here. Do you have a break in the action? Throw me your Yankee questions. Toss them at me, guys. On commercial break right now, so if you got anything regarding the Yankees. Yo, Bryce still here. Bryce, how about that drive? How about the Bears? The Bears. Crazy, crazy drive for Caleb. Yeah, great drive for the Bears. Bring it within 3. That was bold. Go for the 2-point conversion. But Manungai fought his way in. Really good drive. Really good drive. Bryce, did we get your score prediction? Who we got today in this game, my guy? Who do we got? I know we got Cruz's score prediction. Well, it's 14-11. The Bears are gonna punt it out, give it over to the Packers. Jordan Love trying to respond to that Caleb Williams magic. Here's the kickoff. Dobbs takes it for the Packers. Romeo Dobbs gets some blocks, still on his feet. Brings it over to the 36. Bryce says Packers win 28-25. We'll see. And it is confirmed. Torn Achilles for Daniel Jones. That sucks, guys. That's just heartbreaking. First and 10 at the 37. Reed in motion. They're going to give it over to Reed. Reed, great block job. Gets the first down and then some. Jaden Reed, usually receiver, gets a good rush right there. 7 minutes, 50 seconds, and ticking on the clock left to go in the third quarter. First and 10, fresh set of downs. Packers setting up shop at the Bears 48. Love under center, hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets tripped up, gets 3 yards on that carry. 2nd and 7 for Green Bay. Whew. Second and 9. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs plows the defender, gets a few more yards. 3rd and short now for Green Bay. Chicago looking for a big stop. If they could get the ball back and put 7 more on the board, that would be huge. Make this a 4-point lead. Definitely that crooked number, that damn 4. 3rd and 3 for Green Bay. Love has trips lined up over to his right. No one home over to his left. Jacobs with him in the shotgun. Love. Play action. Fakes the handoff. Finds Watson in the slot. Christian Watson has open grass going into the end zone. And he's in for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love deked out the defense, faking the handoff to Jacobs. Found Watson in the slot. And Watson using his killer speed. No chance of the Bears secondary catching him. It's now 2011, 2011, the Packers lead. Trying to make this now a 10-point game. Extra point attempt coming your way. The snap, the hold, the kick, and she is good. Packers lead by 10. Christian Watson, man, he is a difference maker, this guy. He really can play, Watson. Little break in the action. Hit me up. Yankee questions. I know we've been doing this stream. A little bit of Yankee talk. Talk Bellinger. Talk. I know we did a lot of it already, but I want to know where y'all see Alonso going. That's definitely a great debate. I think Alonso's going to sign really, really late, but where do you guys see Pete Alonso ending up? I could see Boston, but I've seen some stuff saying he could end up in Pittsburgh now, which is crazy, I think. Hope everyone's having a great day out there in the chat. We've had a great stream thus far. We have a really good game, too, here. Packers now lead by 10. The Bears are getting the ball back, though. Yeah, I agree with that, Michael. I could possibly see the Pirates. I really could. I think the Red Sox know that he's a really good fit for them. I think they're going to be aggressive, but man. Ooh, Cruz, Alonso to the Phillies, Schwarber to the Mets. A little switch up. That's an interesting take right there. Flag on the play at the kickoff. Green Bay leads 21-11. But that's an interesting take right there by Cruz. He thinks Alonso and Schwarber are going to switch places. Huh. I got to think about that a little bit. Alonso to the Phillies makes a little bit of sense. You DH him probably. DH him or Harper. Schwarber to the Mets, though, I could definitely see. Guess he'd be their leadoff man. A lot of power in that Met lineup. Then I could definitely see that. Could 100% see Schwarbombs over to Queens. But we shall see. Ball at the 40. Bears in their own territory. Williams. Play action. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Throwing over to his right, and it's caught for a first down. Cole Kmet. I mean, I think Michael's alluding to a team like the Pirates. Even the Nationals, man, I could see. Mets clubhouse is toxic. Alonso leaving. That's another thing you could throw in there. I think the Mets clubhouse is toxic. I 100% agree with you there, Cruz. 2nd and 10. Play action again. Williams throws it over. Screen pass over to Manungai, who gets lit up at the line. 2nd and 10. What a play. I could see Alonso wanting out, though, Cruz. I definitely think that's a possibility. I think that's a realistic situation that might be happening. Alonso might not want to come back at all. Jake, a few times I did see it on the field. Fakes the handoff again. Williams trying to find a man open. He's got one wide open and Luther Burden in the slot for a big gain. Jake, I saw it a few times on the field. Obviously, they try to limit it on the field, but definitely, though, there's lots of stuff happening in the clubhouse, and I could see that Soto's like, no flash. Let's just hit. Let's just play. Lindor's like, I got my Gucci bag. I got my chain. Look at my jacket. Coming here, pulling up with my daughter, my wife. They're all dressed in Prada. That's Lindor's focus on a lot of the out of the field stuff, which Soto hates. Soto can't stand it. It's just like that, though. The Bears are in the red zone. Bears are in the red zone. Yeah, McNeil's done. He's done. I think the problem with the Mets clubhouse is Soto is he's just arrogant, man. Lindor's been this way his whole career, and there's nothing wrong with getting into luxurious, just being luxurious. I don't have another word for it. And being focused with the limelight. I just think Soto thinks he owns the team after getting that big contract. He thinks he's the main force when in reality it is Lindor who leads that team. What's up, Johnny Salami, my boy? What's up? Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that, Jake. What's up, Sean? I'm in the same boat as you, Jake. 100%. 3rd and 8 now for the Bears at the 18-yard line in the red zone in field goal range too. Williams in the shotgun. He's been here before. Trips lined up over to his right. Williams drops back into the pocket. 3-man rush coming after him. Now a 4. Williams airing it out, and it's going to go out of bounds. He had nothing to do right there on that play. 4th and 8. Most likely, field goal team's coming out. Yeah, I mean, this Packers defense, this Packers pass rush is just so effective. I mean, within a second, Williams had guys chasing him. He just had to toss it out. Field goal attempt coming, though, looking to shorten the deficit to 8. It's a 41-yarder. The snap, the hold, the kick, and she is good. The Bears cash in for 3. 21-14 now the Packers lead. Kind of into the break. Throw the Yankee stuff at me. Keep tossing it out. Come on, babe. Come on, baby. What do you think about Devin Williams throwing Gray's comments? Ugh. Devin Williams he could say what he wants, honestly. He had people DMing him all pissed off. Sonny Gray, I hate that guy. Hate's a strong word. Maybe I don't hate him, but I extremely despise Sonny Gray. I mean, for a guy that said, "Oh, this is what every kid dreams of, playing for the Yankees. I've always wanted to play for the Bronx, and now, yeah, I just wanted to get as far as I can away from the Yankees. It's so great playing for a team where it's so easy to hate the Yankees." That's a load of crap, Sonny. That's a load of crap. I will be in the Bronx. I will be booing the heck out of you, Sonny. He's someone who couldn't handle the energy of New York, but he's going to really experience it. Now that he's playing for the rival, oh boy. Oh boy, son, you're really going to hate New York soon. But Devin Williams, when you got people DMing you, when you got people reaching out to you personally just with pure hate, Jake, I could kind of get with that, with Devin Williams not being happy about that. Sonny Gray, though, is just making himself, I don't even know, he's making his own problems, Sonny Gray. Like, I honestly just don't understand it. Like, that move is so insignificant, the Sonny Gray move. I completely forgot that dude existed. He's trying to make his name out there. He's trying to have the media talk about him, because if Sonny Gray never said all these comments about the Yankees, no one would care. Sonny Gray to the Red Sox? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, Sonny Gray to the Red Sox. Like, no one would care if Sonny Gray, no one would care about that unless Sonny Gray made those comments. He would not be in the media. He would not be making headlines. So that's a media approach. Back here in Lambeau, Packers lead by 8. They're getting the ball back. Jordan Love's had a pretty good game, cashing in with touchdowns to Melton and Christian Watson. Bo Melton, Christian Watson, both have touchdowns today. As Romeo Dobbs, the sole return man, taking it for Green Bay. Great tackle by Chicago's special teams. Yeah, I think so too, Cruz. I hope so. Three minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Love in the shotgun, drops into the pocket, floats it over to Jacobs, who gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Do. Second and 10. Love in the shotgun. Steps back into the pocket. Love taking a deep shot, going downfield. And it's broken up by the Bears secondary. Was looking for Romeo Dobbs. No flag on the play. That's just great defense right there by Chicago. Forcing a 3rd and 10. He was really looking for Dobbs on that deep ball. Couldn't find him. That's just great coverage. 3rd and 10. Love back into the pocket. Screen pass over to his man. Doesn't get much. Packers forced to punt. So Green Bay forced to punt as there's the boot going out there, dropping just short of the 20. Packers are going to scoop it up at about the 17. As we go into the break, a minute 32 left to go in the third quarter. What do we got? We're talking a lot of Sonny Gray here in the chat, I see. Lots of Sonny talks. Lots of Sonny Gray talks. I'm seeing a commercial. They're making a Tubi movie, a Tubi documentary on Cam Ward. Really? A Cam Ward documentary on Tubi. For all you guys that have Tubi, watch a little documentary on Cam Ward. It's called 0 Stars. Got a little bit left to go here in the third quarter, guys. Fourth just about to start. And it is chilly. I can already see the feels like temperature is 10 degrees here at Green Bay. George, think Cashman picks up Uriel today? I hope so. It can't hurt. Can't hurt, Cruz. You don't need to pay the salary as it got waived. So, nah, Judge doesn't want to get traded. Judge wants to rule New York. Judge is just so, he's just so enamored in this New York persona. Judge doesn't want to get traded. Soto might just want Lindor traded. First and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line. 17. Williams under center. Gives it over to Swift. Swift gets some blocks. Gets a good gain on the lab run. Maybe 5 or 6 yards. I hope, though, Cruz, that we pick up Rodriguez. There's just no harm. No harm in that. Second and 4. Williams under center. Handoff to Swift again. Swift gets stopped short. Third and inches, it looks like, where the ref placed the ball. Third and 1 for the Bears. Williams hands it off to Manungai. Manungai, great blocks. And he got a big gain on that run. Lightning fast. That's a first down for the Bears, as they say in Chicago. Man, he plowed a defender. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I want to thank all you guys. This is America's Game of the Week, and we are so happy to be doing this game here on NY Yankee Mania. It's been a great stream so far. You know, the chat's been amazing, as always. We've had a good game, too. Bears looking to start a comeback. Angry run candidate, 100%, Sean. Love me some angry runs. That's funny, Michael. That's funny. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter here at Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. You read Sean's mind, Michael. Read his mind with Hal. It's all going to come down, guys, to this fourth quarter here. This is crucial for both teams. Green Bay still has the lead, but they're going up against a red-hot Caleb Williams-led offense. The Bears are down by 7. One score. 21-14, the Green Bay Packers lead. The Bears have it at their own 35. Fresh set of downs. Williams hands it off to Manungai. Manungai coming through. And he gets about 9 yards on that carry. Man, isn't he impressive, Kyle Manungai? He looks really good today. 2nd and 1 for the Bears. Sean puts a good point. Bears lead in fourth quarter. Comebacks. It is 2nd and 1. Williams under center. Play action. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Williams rolling over to his left. He's going to throw it out of bounds as no one was home. 3rd and 1. Man, the Rams are beating up on the Cardinals. 38 now, 30-10. Matthew Stafford, MVP candidate. I think it's between him and Drake May, in my opinion. Third and 1 for the Bears. Green Bay looking for a big stop. The Bears looking to open up this fourth quarter with some points. DJ Moore in motion. Handoff to Swift, and he's got the first down and then some. Brings it over to the 50-yard line. First and 10. The Bears setting up shop at the 50. Long pitch over to Swift. Swift gets about 7 yards on that. Michael's going off in the chat at everyone. No one's safe. "13 minutes, 10 seconds, and ticking on the clock." You can just see the breath coming out of these guys. It's so cold up there. 2nd and 3. Williams pitches it over to Manungai. Back over to Swift. That's a first down. That's a fantastic play call. Caleb Williams had it. He pitched it over to Manungai, who pitched it back over to Williams, who pitched it over to to Swift. That's a first down. First and 10, ball at the 35. Williams, play action. All the time in the world. Big shot down to Loveland, who's got it for a gain of about 8. Not really a big shot, but we'll call it that. 2nd and short now for the Bears. Loveland's had a pretty good game today. So has his partner in crime, Cole Kmet. Second and 3 for the Bears. Williams in the shotgun. Kmet in motion. 2 seconds on the clock. Williams takes it, steps back into the pocket. Williams jumps over defender, slides, and he's got the first down. What a job by Caleb. Man, they just put up a graphic on the TV. The escape artist. I mean, that's just an understatement. This guy had 5 people at him. He jumped over one of them and got the first down. Just amazing. And he jumped over his own lineman too. Jumped over his lineman too. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears. 11 minutes, 40 seconds. The Packers are challenging whether or not he got the first down, though. So we'll see what that's all about. Looking at the replay, I can't tell. I can't tell. Yeah, I think he might have got it. It's very close, though. Short. He's short. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the Bears. Successful challenge for the Packers. Williams under center. He's got Swift behind him. Receiver in motion. Williams hands it off to Swift. Swift has the first down, still on his feet, and he brings it to about the 17. Fresh set of downs for the Bears as they're working their way down the red zone. Ten and a half minutes and ticking on the clock. DeAndre Swift, 12 rushes for 59 yards. Maybe we can get a touchdown here. Williams is in the shotgun. Swift's over to his left. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Williams in the pocket. Pocket collapses. He's going to have to move now. Getting chased by Parsons. Jukes him. Throws it. And he overshot his man. Oh my gosh. Williams was getting chased down by Parsons. He slipped. I don't think that was intentional. But the slip that Caleb Williams had actually juked out Micah Parsons. They were both running, but Caleb slipped. No way that was intentional. And it actually juked out Micah Parsons, bought him some time, but Williams, since he was falling, could not sink the throw. 13 pressures, only 1 sack so far today for Caleb. 2nd and 10, same play format. Burden in motion. Williams, quarterback keeper. Cole Kmet's following him as a blocker. He only gets 1 yard, 1 or 2 maybe on that play. 3rd and long now. Hey, Michael, we'll be covering all that. Hopefully no muzzles. Hopefully no muzzles. Even though, maybe get one for Sonny Gray. Nah, no muzzles, though, hopefully. Hopefully, especially Hal and Cash. Hopefully they don't need anything. Give them a big shining star. Third and 8 now. I feel like we have a lot of 3rd and 8s for the Bears in the red zone so far today. Williams, screen pass to Burden. Luther Burden gets some blocks, and he gets a 1st down to move the chains. Man, Luther Burden is just like the X factor on this Bears team. It's because of that speed. I mean, this rookie is incredibly fast, and he just a simple screen pass. He got the blocks, he got the help he needed, and his legs just took him the rest of the way. Nine minutes and ticking on the clock. 1st and goal now. The Bears are down by 7, looking to tie this game up here in the 4th quarter. Williams, he's under center. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Rolling over, getting chased down. Williams, jump throw. Can't sync it up. And I can't talk. Was looking for Loveland. Couldn't find him. 2nd and goal now. Yeah, Michael. They have to do something, man. Definition of insanity. Doing the same thing multiple times and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity, Michael. If the Yankees run back the same lineup, that's insane. Sorry. 2nd and goal now. Ball at the 6-yard line. Williams hands it off to Swift. Swift powering his way through. He brings it to the 1-yard line. It is 3rd and goal. 1 yard separates the Bears from the end zone. One yard and 1 yard only. What's the move here, guys? A little over 8 minutes and ticking on the clock. 3rd and goal. Williams under center. Fullback in motion. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Airing it out, and he found a man open, and Colson Loveland. It is a touchdown for the Bears. Bears touchdown, Colson Loveland. And it is now 21-20, pending the extra point try. And I got to shout out an unsung hero on that play. Swift. DeAndre Swift absolutely totaled a pass rusher for the Packers. Took him out and bought Caleb a lot more time. Got to shout my guy out. Extra point attempt, the snap, the hold, the kick, and she is good. We are tied up at 21 with 8 minutes on the dot left to go. Give me something. Sean thought they would QB sneak. Well, man, they faked the handoff to Swift, and Swift had a great block, and he and Caleb just found his man in Loveland. Loveland's had a really good couple games, man. He's really heated up. Let's address some of your comments. They need a couple bullpen arms, Bellinger or Tucker. plus a couple contact bats and a starter. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't see them filling all their needs. I don't see them getting everything on their Christmas list. 'Tis the season to make that joke. But we have to prioritize. And I think a trade for a reliever is what happens. I think you either sign Bellinger or Tucker. I prefer Tucker, but I think Bellinger might be more realistic. When it comes to who's more realistic, Bellinger or Tucker, it comes down to how big of a push will the Mets make for Cody Bellinger. If the Mets aren't making a huge push, if Cashman can override them, it becomes very likely the Yankees are going to sign Bellinger. If the Mets are aggressively pushing Cody Bellinger, the Yankees might shift their focus to Kyle Tucker. That's what we got to focus on. Sean says 3 or 4 contact bats. Well, you add Tucker. I won't count him really as a contact bat, even though he does make a good amount of contact. Who else do you add? Maybe a Brendan Donovan. Even though your outfield is full, can Donovan play first base, guys? Can he play first? Listed as a second baseman. I know he's played third in the corner outfield spots. If Brendan Donovan can play first base, Okamoto, yeah. He do we have the money? Do we have the resources for Bellinger and Okamoto? Because then that's leaving out a starter, Sean. I think we can all agree they need to bring in one more starter. I don't think we have enough money or enough resources to get Okamoto, Tucker or Bellinger, honestly, plus Okamoto and then a starter. I'd go because it was Sean saying that Donovan can play first. So I'd go Tucker. I'd go trade for Donovan, and you take your pick between Imai and King. I'd go King because he's cheaper. I think they need a real shortstop. Let's stop crying about shortstop, guys. Let's stop crying about shortstop. Okay? I know he's bad. But before we start addressing the shortstop needs, we have to fill the holes. We have vacancies at our positions. Who's playing first next year? You want Austin Wells to catch and have Rice at first? You need to address the immediate issues before you start tackling Volpe. You've convinced me into Okamoto. Yeah, I think that's what we need. We need that guy. Let me pull up his stats for y'all. By the way, incredible game we have here. The Packers and the Bears. I'll get back to calling that in just a sec. Let me pull up Okamoto's numbers for you guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Packers. We are tied up at 21 apiece. 8 minutes left to go in game time. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs coming through. Jacobs still on his feet, and he's got the first down right off the gates. So he is 29 years old, Okamoto. Find his Stataruskis. Okay, so he batted .322 this year. 15 homers, 59 RBIs. His OPS was .992. His on-base percentage was .411. His slugging .581. He's a really good player. Really good player. Love, play action. Taking a shot, and it connects with Jaden Reed for a big Packer gain. Not if you sign Okamoto, Jake. Or you get Bellinger too, and you trade for like a Quan. You don't need to have a vacancy at first. Okamoto can play first. Donovan can play first. I mean, Okamoto batted .322. You got an elite stick. His OPS was .992. This is a guy that really gets on base a lot. 36 strikeouts. That's all. Oh my gosh. Obviously, he's not going to do the same in America, but this guy sounds like a perfect fit for me, Okamoto. He could play first. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can start to think about. You sign Okamoto. He's your first baseman. You look for outfield options. We have to think. Let's crunch the numbers real quick. So, Kazuma Okamoto, projected contract. Okay. Let me just call this play. Love in the shotgun. Second at 8. Screen pass to Jacobs. Jacobs taking on 2 defenders at once. Gets a short gain. So let's crunch the numbers, guys. Okamoto is supposed to get 4 to 5 years, 50 to 80 mil. Common estimate, 4 years, 64 mil. So he is averaging 12 to 16 mil annually. So we're say 14 and a half for Okamoto. That's what his average is. His AAV, 14 and a half. 3rd and 1 here at Lambeau. We're going to crunch the numbers, though, like I said. So that's Okamoto, 14 and a half AAV. I have no problem with that. Who's next? We're crunch Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker projected contract. 400 mil, 10 to 12 years, a 38 million AAV. That's ridiculous. 38 mil plus. We're going Michael King. Michael, because this is my ideal offseason. Michael King projected contract. Okay. Wow, close to 25 mil a year for King. 75 mil. So this is a very rough estimate, guys. But if you add Okamoto, Tucker, and Michael King, you're looking at an added AAV of 77.5 million. As Josh Jacobs breaks through for the first down and then some, and he gets tackled at the 7-yard line. Explosive play by Josh Jacobs. 5 minutes and ticking on the clock. I'm really going to do just a little bit more, guys, of the Yankee talk. Once we get like closer to the 2-minute warning, it's just going to solely be the game call just because of how big of a game this is. But guys, what we're looking at, if we sign Tucker, Okamoto, and Michael King, 77.5 mil added annually. Now let me try something. Let me try Cody Bellinger's projected contract. Wow. Here's something. Oh, wait, actually, never mind. I thought I was on something. I really wasn't. Okay. So, with Tucker, Okamoto, and Michael King, the AAV is 77.5. Without Tucker and with Bellinger, it is 66.5. You take your pick. Yankees current payroll. Okay. So, current payroll of the Yankees is 212 mil. 212 mil is the current payroll. Listen, guys, this is something to focus on. The current payroll of the Yankees is 212. That is not including a Bellinger contract, not including Tucker, not including anything. It is sitting at 212. Let me know in the comments right now, what is your pick? With Okamoto, Bellinger, and Michael King, you add 66 mil. So you will have 278. 278 with Michael King. I'm looking at Jake. I'm looking at 12 too. I'm looking at 212. This is with everyone's contract. Let me just make sure it still has what's his face? Trent. 35 players. Where's Trent? Yeah, this is including Trent. This is including Trent, Jake. I think this is correct. Whatever website I'm on, I just searched up Yankees payroll. It's called Sport Track. The website, Jake, if you want to take a look yourself. But it says the Yankees payroll right now is 212. So adding Michael King, Cody Bellinger, and Okamoto, your payroll would be, bear with me, 278. 278. 279, Bryce, if you add it would be 279 because you round and all that. So yeah. Now, if you instead of Bellinger you go Tucker, it would be 289. I'm down. I am down. Michael, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it. Judge is getting 40. Cole's getting 36. Stanton's getting 29. Rodon 27. Grisham 22. McMahon 16. That's crazy. Freed 14 and a half. Jazz 11. Bednar 9. Duvall 5 and a half. Schmidt 4 and a half. Heel 3 and a half. Like, I'm looking at all, like, it looks. Payroll right now is 279. What the hell am I looking at then? Oh, this is the active payroll. We are not looking at the payroll with all the people we're paying. We're not looking at the payroll with the Aaron Hicks and the DJ LeMahieu's. I think that's it. Or maybe I'm looking at a fake website. But it is 3rd and 1 here in Green Bay. 3:35 on the clock. Love under center. He moves into the shotgun along with Jacobs. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets some blocks. Fighting his way in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers score. Touchdown Green Bay. They lead by 6. Pending the extra point attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick, and she is good. Green Bay leads by 7. Yeah, so Michael, counting DJ, this website doesn't have that. Let's see if I can actually find the payroll. Let's see, Fangraphs, that reliable source. I'm looking. We gotta find the payroll. Murakami? I don't want Murakami. He will ruin this lineup. Big strikeout, good power, but I don't know. I agree with Michael. Here's the thing, though, guys. Murakami's window closes the 22nd. We haven't seen a lot of rumors with Murakami, but his window doesn't close the 4th and 5th of January like Okamoto and Amai. His closes the 22nd of December. He's got a few more days. He's going to take a huge adjustment period, though, Bryce. He's going to take a huge adjustment, Bryce. Huge strikeout hitter. And the big thing is he's batting 187 with fastballs over 93 miles per hour. 93 miles per hour he can't hit. Come to America and every fastball is at least 94 and up. That does not sound like music to my ears. I think he could be a Dodger. I think he could be a Philly. I think he could be a Red Sox. Yeah, like Michael said, 2 more weeks. He could be. I think all these teams that are interested in Schwarber and Alonso, they're gonna get him. Teams like the Phillies, teams like the Sox, the Dodgers, maybe the Blue Jays, they're gonna get the Murakami. I don't think the Yankees do. I don't think the Mets do. Well, the temperature dropped. The feels like is now 7, which is the only thing you should look at for temperature. In Green Bay, I love the Yankee talk, guys, but I'm gonna focus a little more on the game now, just because how big the how close the game is. You know, if they were winning by like 30, I'd be all for it. Not to mention, there's another show at 8 y'all could talk Yankees with. But the Bears are now down by 7. We've been exchanging touchdowns. We had a little bit of a slow first half, but man, are you not entertained in this second half, guys? Are you not entertained? Oh, Donovan could be traded in the next 48 hours. Uh-ohs. That'd be crazy. Chicago has it at their own 26. Williams taking a deep throw down, and he finds Burden for the first, and then some. Look at Luther go. Big Bears gain. I'm going to try. I'm not going to join on exactly at 8, but I will try to be there for a little bit of it. I will definitely try my best. I think you're seeing me, Michael. I think I'll make an appearance. Williams drops back into the pocket, getting chased now. Look at him go. Williams throwing downfield, and he undershot DJ Moore. Man, the Bears have done a really good job keeping back Micah Parsons. It's 2nd and 10. Williams fakes the handoff in the pocket again. He loves it there. Starting to run a little bit, scrambling, throws it, and it's caught. Another dagger down the field by Caleb Williams. Oh, 100% Price. What is up, Travis? My man, I haven't seen you at all tonight. Do I have tests coming up this week? No, I have a huge test next week, actually, Michael. Huge biology test. But yeah, Michael, no test on Mondays. School's really soft nowadays. No test on Mondays you gotta worry about. I have a test Tuesday, though. I have a quiz tomorrow. I have an English quiz tomorrow, actually. That should be fun. Yeah, yeah, right. Me and Bryce know what's up with the school. With school. Yeah, I have an English tomorrow. A huge biology text, actually, soon. I have an exam tomorrow, but I'm studying while listening to this. Wishing you luck, my man Jake, on your exam. Wishing you luck. Favorite subject in school? Got to be history. Love history. Love English too. Definitely the subjects, Michael, where you could express yourself a little bit. English seminars are the best thing in the world to me. History, writing, and I like writing essays. I like, writing out my thoughts, explaining all my feelings, my reasons, and all that. Math, I'm not able to do that. Science, I'm not able to do that. I just love history too, man. So fascinating to me. Biology's pretty fun, though. I like biology a lot better than physics. Thank you, Michael. We got a huge game on our hands, folks. This is the game that most likely will decide the NFC North winner. And we are in the fourth quarter. The Packers lead by a touchdown. But Caleb Williams, we're at the 2-minute warning. This game has flown by, baby. We're at the 2-minute warning. Caleb Williams is covered in dirt and grass stains. The ball is at Green Bay's 26. Williams under center. Hands it off to Swift. Swift coming through. Gets some blocks. Gets a short gain. The Bears are down by 7. 1:50 and ticking on the clock. Does Caleb Williams have some magic in him? Him and Jordan Love have been exchanging blows all game. All game. Williams has done great against the best pass rush in the whole NFL. I know, Michael, this is by far the best game we've called all year. That Eagles-Cowboys game was good too, man. Williams under center again. Monungai lined up behind him. Williams hands it off to Kyle Monungai. Gets some blocks. Monungai just short of the first down. Man, 45 seconds and ticking on the clock. This is what we live for as football fans. 40 seconds now. 3rd and 1. At the 18. Williams, handoff to Monungai. Monungai! Does he have it? Waiting for the ref call. He looks like he might be short. He's short. It is 4th and 1. 4th and 1. 26 seconds. Time out called. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. The ball is at around the 18-yard line. 27 seconds on the clock. 2 timeouts remaining for each team. The Bears are down by 7. They have the ball, threatening to score and tie this puppy up. Willie Castro. That was my guy at the trade deadline, Bryce. Another timeout called by the Packers. This is the biggest play of the game. This was America's game of the week, and it has lived up to the hype. Caleb Williams and Jordan Love have outdone themselves in this game. We have seen missile after missile after missile. Highlight reel after highlight reel after highlight reel. It doesn't stop in this game. Could we get another magical moment here? It's 4th and 1. Williams under center. Loveland in motion. Handoff to Manungai. Williams keeps it. Williams throwing towards the end zone, and it's picked off. Intercepted in the end zone. Nixon grabs it. And that most likely seals the deal. Caleb Williams is picked off in the end zone. No flag on the play. Williams faked the handoff to Swift. Was trying to connect with Loveland, and he undershot him. Trying to find his tight end, who was locked down on coverage by Nixon. Wow. Victory formation is upon us. And that is going to do it. This was an amazing game. It all came down to the final play where Nixon, the big pick of the game, found the pigskin in the end zone, caught it for a huge interception, and that about sealed the deal and gave the Packers the W, who now sit atop the NFC North. Wow. Both of these QBs just played so hard. Christian Watson had an incredible game. Jacobs had a solid game. Love was Jordan Love. What more could you have wanted? What more could you have wanted? Man, chat, you guys were amazing tonight. And there he is. There's Boss Man.
Hey, when you say that, how you doing? George, you want to stay on a few minutes and we'll make the announcement of who's going in the Hall of Fame. It should be coming up in the next 6 to 7 minutes, if you like. If you don't, then we'll just take it back up at 8 p.m.
Yeah, we'll stay on.
It would be amazing if, I want Don Mattingly, but can you imagine Andrew Jones comes in and when we have an interview with him on Friday?
Yeah,
that would be amazing. So I'm hoping both of them get in. Selfish reasons. That would be great. So far, what I've got, really not a lot, but they said about Alonso, 40% chance he's going back to the Mets. They're very intrigued with the Red Sox getting him. They think he'll hit a monster home runs over there. It would be very scary if he went to the Red Sox. Talking about Michael King, always that possibility that could work out a trade with the Yankees. Actually a free agent, I mean. Really not much else. They've just been talking about that everything should start picking up tomorrow, and then of course Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, Bryce. That was the other thing. They did say the Yanks are in on Tucker. I don't know how strong that is, though. If they want to save money, I just don't see Tucker coming here. I really don't.
Bryce made a report that he saw something that's saying Brendan Donovan will be traded within the next 48 hours.
Yeah, that I saw too. Yes, he's right. That's a possibility. You don't know if it's to the Yankees, but it's going to be interesting. Now, last year at this time, around 7:30, 8 o'clock, Juan Soto signed with the New York Mets. So they put a graphic up here that said in the winter meetings, there had been 2 Sunday big splashes and 2 Wednesdays. So, everyone, to make sure you all know, this isn't the stream we're going to be on for the winter meeting show, guys. We're just going to stay on here for a few more minutes to give you the results, who's going in to the Hall of Fame from the committee. So just hang in there, guys, and we will definitely tell you what is going on. And what's your pick, George? What do you think? I mean, I know some of these guys you never really saw, but
who's
I'm
on the
sure.
ballot?
The what?
Who's on the ballot?
Well, there's Andrew Jones. There's
I think Jones isn't on the ballot I think he's on the regular ballot.
Oh, he's on the regular ballot? I thought he was on this one.
I don't. Let me see if I can pull up the ballot. Okay, players on the ballot: Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Carlos Delgado, Jeff Kent, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, Gary Sheffield, and Fernando Valenzuela.
Oh, okay. So Andrew Jones is with the regular one.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%. Thank you, George. So out of that, what do you think? I think Mattingly has a really good shot, and so does Sheffield.
I think Sheffield. Those are my two. Obviously, Dale Murphy. You can make a case for him. If I had it my way, and I would put steroid players in, I'd put Bonds and Clemens in, but that's obviously not going to happen. But they'd be in my Hall of Fame.
He did move up a little bit. Not a lot.
I mean, that's arguably the greatest hitter and the greatest pitcher of all time on that ballot.
Yes.
And what's even crazier is we still don't have arguably the other greatest hitter, Pete Rose, not in the Hall of Fame too. He's gonna get in, but what really sucks is they had to wait till a year after he passed away.
Yep.
It would have been great for him to see himself get inducted, but
George, I just got to change something 1 second.
Okay.
So can you just talk to the chat?
Yeah. Yeah, chap. So I think I'll read out the ballot one more time. I'll read out the ballot one more time. Chat, who we got out of? I'll go. Who do you guys want in? Not who you think would get in. Who do you want in? We got Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Carlos Delgado, Jeff Kent, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, Gary Sheffield, and Fernando Valenzuela. Who do you guys got? Who do you guys think deserves to be in on that list? Let me know. T-Road says Donnie Baseball. I think we're about to get the announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Joe, you're on mute.
Let's hope they don't take it all the way to 8 o'clock now.
That's the thing.
And they just do it now. I'm not sure about Fernando Valenzuela. I mean, I know he was a phenom for a couple of years, but not. I don't know. I mean, because the rest of his career, I mean, he just was awful. He went to the Orioles. He was getting banged around. He went to a couple other clubs. He got banged around. I'm not sure about that. I really am not. So let's just hang in there and we'll see. Just hang in there, everyone. We're trying to get the information. Don't leave us.
See, well, Don Mattingly finally get into the Hall of Fame, guys. Donnie Baseball. What do you think? Coming out right now. Could Donnie Baseball get in? Just getting revealed seconds. One new member. 17 seasons. Wow. Jeff Kent. Congrats. Joe, you're muted.
Yep, it's Jeff Kent.
Wow.
Wow.
Deserved.
And no Mattingly again.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right. Well, George, you have some final words? And
yeah, you know, congrats to Jeff Kent. Thank you, chat, for a fantastic stream. We had a fantastic game to call. The Packers ended up holding through. They picked off Caleb Williams with the final few seconds of the game to win the game. 27-21, the Packers defeated. So that's what we got there. Chat, y'all were amazing. I will try my best to come back on for the 8 o'clock show. Hopefully I'll be there, but definitely have a great night if I don't see you guys, and let's go Yankees.
All right, George, thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you in about a half hour.
Yes.
All right, you have a great one, and thank you for a great stream.
Let's
go Yankees. Well, we'll talk to you hopefully during the week with the winter meetings.
Yes.
All right, man. You take care.
Right. Bye.
Take care. All right, everyone. We will come back in about 25 minutes from now. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and the stream is up. You can go on the bottom, go have your questions ready. We will be on in 24 minutes on a new stream. Thank you for being here. For George, as you're going out, please press that like button. We really, really appreciate it. And if you can, subscribe. We will see you in 24 minutes. God bless you all. God bless America. We will see you in 24 minutes. And let's talk about the winter meetings and the New York Yankees and anything you want to talk about in the world of baseball. See you in a few, everyone.